In 2016, I discovered a method for creating passive income from my book without using Amazon KDP that pays me every single month. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how I did it step by step. So step number one for how I created passive income from my book without Amazon KDP is to identify a high value problem. A high value problem is a problem that somebody wants to solve and they're willing to pay at least $1,000 to solve it. A great example is if, God forbid, somebody's tooth cracks in half and they need an emergency root canal. The pain is so horrible that even if it's a Saturday evening and every dental office is closed and they call a 24-hour emergency dental line and that dentist says, hey, it's Saturday evening, we're closed, I'm gonna have to charge you $2,000 to get the team out for this, guess what? That pain is so horrible. You're gonna say, take as much money as you want. Just get this pain away from me. And you're gonna pay whatever you have to pay to get rid of that pain point. That is the same idea you wanna use for creating your ebook. You wanna make sure this is a problem that somebody is already paying thousands of dollars to get solved.
One of my favorite ways to find premium offers that are already being sold as a premium offer is just to go to Google and search the store. So let's say I'm writing a Christian romance novel, and in that romance novel, I'm going to teach readers how to have a happy marriage. Maybe my characters are in a bad marriage, and during the novel, you're going to learn how to have a good marriage. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to search marriage course and hit enter. Next, you have to click the shopping tab. And then on the left, you want to go ahead and refine it by price. So scroll down over here. I'm going to go over $300. Look at this. The Couples Course 2026 Plus Essentials, $1,592. Wow. Marriage Couples Coaching, $450. The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, $425. Marriage Coaching, $997. Healthy Marriage Coaching, $1,299. So that tells me this is an extremely high value problem that people are wanting to solve. So if I wanted to write my romance novel, teaching somebody how to have a happy marriage, then I know that this is already a solution people are paying a lot of money for. So this would be able to put me in a position to create something very profitable.
Step number two for how I created passive income from my book without Amazon KDP is that I had to create a high value solution to that problem. A high value solution is a solution that lets somebody solve the problem faster than everybody else, easier than everybody else, or with less stress than everybody else. It's got to be one of those 3 things. You have to be improving how that person can solve that problem using your formula. This is the part that a lot of authors get wrong. We think that we can just regurgitate somebody else's formula in our book in order to get a really high premium price for it, but that's not the case. You have to have a unique way to solve this problem that's faster, easier, or less stressful than the other people. Here's an example. I have a course that teaches you how to write and self-publish your book in 30 days or less. In my course, I don't just teach you how to do the book, I also teach you how to self-publish it as a hard copy, self-publish it as an ebook, build your website for it, and have you start promoting it. So while other courses will only teach you how to write a manuscript, my course teaches you how to do that, but faster, easier, and with way less stress because I give you all the links to everything to use. That's an example of improving upon all the solutions that are already out there. So you got to improve upon the high value solutions that are already out there to solve that problem.
So with my solution, I already know that the courses sell really well. So obviously I'm going to have it be an online course, but my novel could be called Rose, the novel, and we'll put ebook download, $37 value. And then of course, makes this easier to use. So even though in the novel you'll learn how to have a happy marriage, I'm going to give you an online course, the marriage course. And because I know people are already paying $997 for this, I'm going to value it at $997. And then tool number 2, maybe I'll do the marriage course workbook companion. It enhances the results. So it allows you to get through that even faster and really apply it. So we'll say $297 value, like a textbook used to cost when I was in college. Tool number 3 makes applying your offer even faster. So what I could do is a template, the marriage value template. And I'll price this at another $297 value. So maybe it can, whatever I'm teaching here, it's something that you can just plug in and then it'll give you an answer. And then something for bonus, urgency, scarcity. Maybe I'll give you the audiobook, the marriage course audiobook, and maybe it'll only be 100 copies available. And that's our urgency scarcity. And audiobooks are what? Usually like $27. Total value, I'm going to do some rough math here. 1567. Again, my math is probably wrong. Please don't come for me. Yours today for $37. So you see how you can build out a really high value solution while still writing your novels. You can still write your novels, and then you just create these assets. And that way, when somebody purchases your novel, when you're promoting your novel, you'll say, I teach you how to fix your marriage in this novel, but also I'm going to give you the course. I'm going to give you the workbook. I'm going to give you the template. I'm going to give you the audiobook. You're going to pitch this as a full solution, not just a fiction book. And if you don't know how to create those kind of items, you don't know how to do a nonfiction book, come into my God That Would Grow Faith-Based Author School. I show you how to do that in my 31-day Write Your Book Bootcamp. If you don't know how to create an audiobook or a course, I show you also how to do that inside of my author school. If you wanted to do live master classes, if you wanted to do other types of books like children's books or ebooks or workbooks or prayer journals or Bible study guides, daily devotionals, I have all of that here for you. So if you've never written anything other than a fiction book and you're not sure how to do it, come join the God That Will Go Faith-Based Author School. I show you how to do it step by step. Go to christianauthorschool.com.
And then step number 3 for how I created passive income for my book without using Amazon KDP, I wrote a book that pre-sold the high value solution and then sold that book on my own website. When you are writing this book, you got to make sure that you are really aggravating that problem for the person who has it and really emphasizing what the solution is. But in that solution, as you are writing that book, as you are teaching that framework, you got to make sure you are letting people know that there's another step they can take with you that'll help them solve that problem even faster, easier, or with less stress. An example is my book, How to Create a Passive Income Sales Funnel That Earns Money While You Sleep. In that book, I teach you how to build a sales funnel. 100%. You will learn how to build a sales funnel reading that book. However, the solution that I pre-sold was, I'll build your sales funnel for you. Now it's going to be faster because I can build a sales funnel in 3 hours. It's going to be easier because now you don't have to learn the tech. I already know the tech like the back of my hand. And it's going to be less stressful because you don't have to do anything. All you're doing is paying me the money and I will take on the heavy lifting by myself. That book, when I had my sales funnel agency, is how I pre-sold my $4,000 consulting package for me to build sales funnels for other authors. Wrote the book teaching you how to build a sales funnel. Use that book to pre-sell my consulting service where I would build the sales funnel for you. Faster, easier, less stress. Now here's key with this. Sell it on your own website. This way, you get to keep 100% of those sales. And what's the biggest part of this is that you will have the customer's email address to follow up with that premium offer. When you sell your book on Amazon.com, they do not give you access to the customer's email address. When you sell the book on your own website, you have access to the customer's email address. So when somebody purchased my book, How to Make a Sales Funnel That Earns Money While You Sleep, I was able to follow up with that customer and be like, hey, by the way, you got the book. Are you having trouble building the sales funnel? Hey, I can build it for you. It was a great way to follow up with that lead. You don't get access to these leads if you sell on Amazon.com. So make sure you sell this on your own website. And if you've never built a website before, let me show you how to build your own website quickly.
I really want you to build your own website, and that's why I am so excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Hostiner. Hostiner is doing an incredible New Year sale. It's their Turn One Day into Day One campaign. You can use their AI website builder to launch your author website in literally minutes, like literally, it's minutes. And this massive discount is insane. So go to hostiner.com/godthewoodgirl, choose the business website builder, and just click Choose Plan. And you'll see that you can get a 48-month plan for just $2.99 per month. And look at this. Go click here where it says have a discount code. Go type in God the Wood Girl, click apply. And baby, they gave you 10% off that entire hosting plan. So once you are all signed up, go ahead and click continue. So when you get to this screen, the very first thing you're going to do is tell the AI what you do. So I'll put romance novels. I write and sell romance novels that also teach entrepreneurship. And let it add an online store and then click create a website. And you are going to see how quickly this AI is going to build your website for you. No longer have to let the text stop you. Just let the AI do the heavy lifting. Oh, I love this. Love meets business. Dive into romance novels that inspire entrepreneurial spirit. I love it. Perfect. This is perfect for me. So I hit continue. The first thing the AI is going to prompt us to do is to upload our product. So I have created what I'm calling the Rose Bundle. So I pretended that that this novel t shows a woman building a sales funnel as she falls in love. So the bundle includes the sales funnel course, the sales funnel workbook, the sales funnel audiobook, and the sales funnel checklist with the actual novel itself. So I just made this in Canva. You can see these are all individual assets. You literally screenshot it and then you find a mock-up image and right here in Canva, and then you just place your screenshot on there. That's how I made this. And then I downloaded it as a PNG. And this is the offer that I made. So I'm using Google Drive because this is so many different assets. But this is the audiobook. So I made the MP3 files, I exported them, and now they're all here. So as soon as somebody buys, they can go ahead and download. And then this is the ebook download. So I just uploaded the PDF right here. This is the online course. So these are the 4 video files. I just uploaded them right here so that they can download it as soon as they purchase. And then the workbook download. And the reason why I wanted to use Google Drive is because something I love about Hostinger, you don't only have to use their delivery system, you can also use Google Drive, something that Amazon doesn't let you do. And some other platforms don't let you do that either. So I think it's so cool. So you can upload as many files as you want here and then just share this link. And that way, whenever you update the product, you can just update it right here as well. So here we are in Hostinger. So go ahead and click Add Product, and mine is a digital product. Upload that image you created. So I created the bundle image, but you can also just upload your front cover too if you want. And Hostinger is going to write you a product description based off what's in your image. It's really cool. Look at this. The Book Profit Toolkit. Unlike multiple streams of income, this is amazing. So I'll just put Rose, the novel, and sales funnel bundle. And I would put the book description and Rose, the novel, follow the story of Rose Johnson as she falls in love while learning how to grow her business with passive income sales funnels. You'll also receive the Book Profit Toolkit, which teaches you how to build your own funnel too. And then you can keep all this. And then I'll put what you're going to get. And then you can put your whole solution. So obviously this is a different product, but we'll pretend that it's the same bundle. I'm just going to bold this. Beautiful. Beautiful. You see how simple that is? And I'm going to scroll down. It's going to be $37. And then here you see where you can upload the individual files, or you can click add link. And so I'm going to go ahead and link to that Google Drive folder. I'll scroll down, turn off show related products, and click save. And I'm going to go ahead and delete these other products that Hostinger created for me. So keep yours, obviously. Just delete these other ones. I love that love and ambition. Love and hustle, love and ambition. Oh, so once you're done uploading your product or products, remember you can upload up to 1,000 books on your Hostinger store. It's amazing. Click edit website. And now you're just going to build out the rest of your store. So you'll see my product is already listed here. And Hostinger is what you see is what you get. So you just click edit, click edit, click edit. If you want to edit a section, you just click on it, click edit section, and you can adjust it how you want. And then for here, I'll just change this image. So I'll click edit section. And you can do an image or video. I tend to love to do videos. I'll put woman in love. This is so sweet. I'll use this one. Select item. Beautiful. And then I'll just lower the opacity. I'll move the section height up. Okay, isn't that pretty? Now I'll scroll down, and I don't need this section, so I'll go ahead and delete this. Make sure that I added my single product section. Beautiful. I don't need this section because obviously I have this here, but once you have multiple books, go ahead and keep this section. And always keep your opt-in. And my footer, I'll just click edit section. I just love saying that hosting is what you see is what you get, because it describes it so simply how you can easily modify this. And some other cool things about Hostinger, you can actually, if I wanted to change, I'm just going to very quickly edit these pages. It's good. The about page, I actually don't need the about page. So I'm going to go to pages and click delete. Awesome. It's something that I love about Hostinger. If you want to change all the font at the same time, because I'm looking at it and I think a Roboto would look better. So on the left here, click styles, click fonts, and then you can change your fonts. Look at that. It's really amazing. So I'll click edit textiles, and instead of Playfair, I'm gonna go with Roboto. I just think it's gonna look better. Yes. And for paragraphs, again, same thing, Roboto. Gorge. Gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. Okay. So when you're all done, go ahead and connect your domain. If you got anything 12 months or more, you get a free domain. So connect that and consider using the .shop because I love the idea of having a .shop because then somebody knows they're going to your bookstore to actually purchase. So for example, guidethatwould-grow.shop. And then once you're all done, click preview and you can see how quickly we built a website to sell our novel. So we don't have to use Amazon KDP. And this includes the novel, the course, the workbook, the audiobook, the checklist. And it's 37. This is a steal. We saw, I mean, when you do your research and you find products, the courses are like over $1,000. It's a steal to charge 37. And that's how I want you to be thinking. You want your solution to beat the competition while still sharing your stories at the same time. So to get started to build your website quickly, go to hostinger.com/GuideTheWoodGirl. Use discount code GuideTheWoodGirl at checkout to get 10% off your entire hosting plan.
If you don't know how to write a book that pre-sells this offer, get into the Guide the Wood Girl Christian Author School. I show you how to do it step by step. Let me give you a little sneak peek. Hey, it's your girl, Steph Rodness, and if you've been struggling to move forward on your journey as a faith-based author, I've created a brand new community called the Guide the Wood Girl Faith-Based Author School just for women like you who want to move forward in your purpose as a woman of Christ writing books. The school includes the Author Toolkit, which has 10 tutorials for 10 different types of Christian books you can write, including nonfiction books, daily devotionals, prayer journals, ebooks. There's a lot in there. You'll get access to the Guide the Wood Girl Book Funnel Toolkit, which shows you how to take your book, bundle it up, and put it into a sales funnel, including a lead magnet funnel, a tripwire funnel, and my very favorite, a webinar funnel. You'll get access to the book promotion toolkit, which shows you how to create a marketing plan to promote your funnel, because in order for people to buy our books, right, we have to tell them about it. And that's what the marketing toolkit shows you how to do. Plus, you'll get access to a community of other women who are writing faith-based books just like you are. Sis, you do not have to do this alone. Come join the brand new Guide the Wood Girl Faith-Based Author School so you can get the tutorials you need, you can get the community you need, and most importantly, you can get the network that you need to step into your purpose as a faith-based author. I can't wait to see you there. Visit christianauthorschool.com to fill out the application form and apply today. In the meantime, don't forget to watch my free 3-day Start Your Book Business Challenge where I'll show you how to get your author brand up and running within 3 days or less. Go to christianbusinesstoolkit.com. Don't forget to watch this video for even more resources to help you step into your purpose as an indie author. I can't wait to see you there.